Hey everyone, let's talk a little bit about the gearing and the talents which you bring into ICC, as it currently differs quite a fair bit from what we used to bring into TOGC. By now, you should be able to obtain your full piece set already, whether it's from VOA or whether you buy it from Badgers. You should get your full piece set. And once you get your full piece set, that is actually a clear indication to play around with your specs. You'll be moving from the Unholy Power Imp build to the traditional standard Soul Leech Destruction build. So as for gear, this is currently my gear. As you can see, the makeup is majority, of course my tier P says 10 man, 25 man, heroic normal loot. Yeah, do not skim on the 10 man loot. It is pretty good. I would suggest to pick up some hit offset pieces so that you can actually, it makes things a little bit easier when you need to swap gear around when your biz loot comes in. So yeah, do not forget to pick up some 10 man loot. As of prior items that you want to get, of course, your ring from the reputation ring. This is something that you probably want to get as soon as possible, which is not hard to do. A few runs of 10 man 25, you can get exalted pretty easy. The next biggest upgrades, of course, is the weapon and the 2 trinkets. Now, trinkets, good luck getting the DFO and phylactery. Those are a little bit hard to come by, but as for weapon, you do have a few options. Of course, your biz is going to be from the Heroic Lich King, but that's not going to be so easily obtainable. My guild has yet to kill it. Good options would be the normal 25-man weapon, Blood Surge non-heroic, that's pretty good. Rigor Mortis is another good weapon choice. It has hit on it, but it's a very good choice. Frozen Bone Spike, which I think should be the easiest one to come by. It drops off Heroic Lord Maruga, and yeah, pretty every guild or GKPs, will be able to kill it. So yeah, this is a good choice. Now let's talk a little bit about our talent tree. As I mentioned earlier, our talents do differ a little bit from TOGC into ICC. Now in TOGC, we used to run this 3-point Unholy Power build, our Machine Gun Imp. And for ICC, what I've done is I've actually gone into the Soul Leech build, right? Which looks something like this. Now Soul Leech is actually quite a handy talent in ICC. A lot of the fights go for 3-4 minutes. And Soul Leech makes you so that you don't really have to live tap much. You can actually just pew pew for 2 minutes straight and you won't go out of mana. So that is quite a nice quality of life to not to rely too much on live tap. And of course with that we do drop our live tap glyph, and of course we can drop it for the incinerate build, glyph I mean. So it'll look something like this. And of course now that we do not have Unholy Power, our imp loses a little bit of value, right? So what I change is I actually put in the Glyph of Immolate here. So this is the talent that I'm actually bringing into ICC. Now the main thing that I notice in ICC is that our Infernals are actually quite viable, right? So now if we take in Infernals, you can see our DPS jump quite a fair bit. So yeah, we do have less reliance on Imp and more reliance on the Infernals. So now there's Weakauras out there to get the Infernal Reminder for you to cast. And of course, bear in mind with this is our Infernals without Lust. So if your guild or your raid is actually running 2 Shamans, you can actually drop your Infernals together with your Avlocks and actually call for a Bloodlust. That would actually increase the DPS by at least another 100. So yeah, this I would say is the best talent build to bring into ICC, especially once you get your 4-piece set. Now, of course, there is an argument to have to be made for Shadowfury. Now, Shadowfury is kind of useful. Fights, there are a few fights which I find it kind of useful. But of course it's a DPS loss. Now, so what I would suggest, if you do want to have a Shadowfury build, you can. What you can do is probably take out a point from Backlash to put into Shadowfury. You can even take out a point in Empowered Imp, right? Because your imp, you have less reliance on your imp, and you're going to cast Infernal anyway, so your imp is not going to be that that useful. So that's an option that I would probably suggest you to sim it on your own to actually find out what works for you best. But in essence, what I would probably be doing is I'll be running 2 Destro specs, one with Shadowfury as shown right now, and one without Shadowfury for more pumpage. So yeah, that's just a quick update on the talents that I'm bringing in ICC. So yeah, that's it guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Catch you guys soon.